The first major theories of pitch discrimination is place theory, and the second one is what we call frequency theory. And that's the one that we're going to be focusing on in this lecture. Frequency theory is going to do a better job than the other theory, than place theory, at explaining how we're able to discriminate between low pitch sounds as opposed to the high pitch sounds. What frequency theory says is that our brain is able to monitor the rate of neural impulses as they travel up the auditory nerve. Different frequency sound waves are going to be activating cells at different rates. And your brain is able to monitor those impulses and figure out from the rate what frequency the wave is traveling at. Now, this is really, really good for low pitch, but it's not actually that great for high pitch noises. There are some problems, or at least one really big problem with frequency theory as it applies to really, really high pitches. The major problem with frequency theory is that a single neuron is incapable of firing faster than 1,000 times per second. Now, that's pretty fast, but it can't go any faster than that, and it would have to if it were going to be able to fire as quickly as some sound waves travel. There are some sound waves which are going to fire or which are going to travel faster than 1,000 waves per second. The reason why a single neuron can't fire faster than 1,000 times per second is because it takes it longer than that to go through its refractory period. It needs to kind of reset itself every single time and get to that state of polarization. And so it takes it longer than that in order to pump all of those positives back outside the axon. Now, the good news is that there's actually a solution that theorists have come up with for this problem. Whilst a single neuron is not capable of firing faster than 1,000 times per second, neural cells within your cochlea are actually going to alternate their firing. This is known as the Volley Principle. It's sort of like an addendum to frequency theory. And so what happens is neurons are going to actually team up, and they're going to sort of switch on and off in terms of which one is responsible for firing in response to different sound waves. And by switching on and off and sort of going back and forth, hence the name Volley Principle, sort of going back and forth, the neurons can actually fire in really rapid succession. And through teamwork, they're able to achieve a combined frequency. And so that's one way that the frequency or the rate of neural firing can actually do a pretty good job of explaining both high and low pitches. The going end theory is sort of that both frequency theory as well as place theory work together in order for us to be able to discriminate between pitches.